What's up YouTube, Mr. Lamessy here, and today I want to take a look at the survey that Blizzard sent out about a week ago. They sent a survey out post Reign of the Warlock coming out, where they were gauging interest with players to see what sort of stuff they would be interested in the future. I've heard there's some wild options in here. I've heard there's, a lot of stuff people do want, and I'm very curious. I'm very curious to what they actually are questioning and asking what people would like to see. So let's dive in. I have not seen these questions before. This is literally going to be my first time seeing this, just as a heads up. So this is all new for me. We'll do some finagling of our stuff or something. I'll do like this. I'll put myself like here. Put this like this. Something like that. Okay. Question 1. Which of the following? And apparently they just grabbed a lot as well of the question and just kept reformulating it, so they'd put different options up against different things. So yeah, which of the following is most appealing in the future, which is least appealing, basically, and then they just go through a bunch of things. So let's see what they option. Load in improvements that prevent loading into death. Wow, that's right off the bat, that's already hilarious that they're is it appealing to you guys that we improve the load times? This is something that and maybe I'm wrong, but I think they actually had this fixed back in the alpha, beta. There were multiple iterations of the testing for D2R. And one iteration, they fixed the load in to death. When you would load in, it would actually pause it and not kill you, and you couldn't take damage, and it waited for you to actually load in before anything would happen. And then they reverted something, I think, for a change, because they're working off okay, we have this version, and then, oh, something's wrong with this version. It's actually causing some issues in somewhere else. And so they reverted it. And I think they reverted this change out of it. That wasn't even intentionally removed. So I still, to this day, feel like you guys had it. What happened? It was in one of the iterations you had, and then it got removed. So hopefully they do that. But okay, interesting. More customization for loot filter and better highlighting for rare drops. Wow. Okay, so I didn't think that would be something they would consider, but I guess they're putting it on the list. It is something I've seen a lot of people asking for. They've said, hey, can we have highlighting? So, when that jaw rune drops, when my jaw rune dropped, maybe if it was a big crazy thing and highlighted red or something, it would work. Personally, I think just having a basic I like the drop notification personally, where you can just have in the chat or in the top left, it just says jaw rune, and you can just set it for the big things, and it'll just notify you of those. I have found that to be nice. I do think when you start highlighting and doing all this stuff, it can look a little moddy, so that's my only issue. But something that they're asking. Crafting changes where item level is no longer included in recipes. That is least appealing for me. That kind of ruins a lot of the stuff of when you're playing through the game. If you want to craft some blood gloves or something along the way because you want some crushing blow early on in the game for your character, well, now are they just going to be level 85 required, and I don't love that. I do think we need better crafting options. I don't think removing item level is the proper way, personally. New NPCs in town. Details TBD. I don't have any. That doesn't really matter to me, I guess. I don't care. Augmenting gear by adding a specific affix directly onto an item. I do worry about power creep when you say this. I don't love it. I do think there's some fun, like we saw with corruptions in like PD2.